Brash and Sassy?
It was on the block and Billy bounced.
What, now he wants to stick it to Victoria?
I don't know.
Or is this more about competing with Chabot? Well, I guess now that he's done this, he can do both in one fell swoop?
You'll have to ask him.
I am asking you.
I don't know what your brother's intentions are. You asked what he did with the money he invested in. So, I'm telling you.
I cannot believe you did this again. Stole something out from under the Newmans.
Jack, in all fairness...
I don't care how much he paid. This isn't right. There are principles at stake here more than business. I would never have released those funds if... You didn't just find out. You knew all along, didn't you?
You're the one who did this? I can't believe it.
No, you should believe it, Vic. You're looking at the proud new owner of Newman Cosmetics' most famous brand, Brass and Sassy.
How could you do this? You know how much that company means to me.
It didn't mean that much if you spun it off for sale.
I didn't do that. Somebody went behind my back and convinced the board I would never put it up for sale, and you damn well know that.
I'm not interested in the down and dirty politics of Newman Enterprises, who did what to who. Wire transfer went through, you have your money, and I have my bill of sale. That's all I care about.
I was on the original team that created Brash and Sassy. My father put me in charge. It's my baby. How could you steal something that I poured my heart and soul into?
Whoa, steal? Like you did to me when you had me fired from my last project so I wouldn't be a part of Passkey?
Victor Newman and Billy Abbott on the same side.
What's your dad have to do with this?
Dad's the one who put your favorite division up for sale. He's trying to get under your skin, Vic. You played right into his hands. For one reason, and that's the last shot at Victoria. The fact that you took the bait is just a bonus because it's driving an even bigger wedge between the two of you.
Look, I couldn't care less about Victor and his games, why he did, what he thinks, or how cold his jail cell is, okay? I left the drum behind when you broke off the engagement. And I'm better because of it.
So you don't care that you're my dad's pawn? I don't buy that, Billy.
I don't care what you think, Nick.
Please, you don't have to do this.
No, actually, I do, because I didn't have a project because you forced me out of my last one.
So I was right. This is about you getting back at me for Passkey.
No, this is a great deal.
It was a terrible deal. I doubled the board's asking price, and you paid it just so you could rub my face in it.
It was worth every penny. Newman Cosmetics is doing very well right now, and I plan to kick it into high gear. Ideas for expansion, and I'm meeting with prospective new management as we speak.
Now would be a good time for you to get out.
Just business, Vic.
I had no idea what Billy had planned.
You sure about that?
When I spoke to him, the deal was already underway.
And I'm just supposed to accept that for a fact?
What exactly are you accusing me of,
Well,
Jack?
after everything you and Billy have done behind my back over the last few months?
That is over and done with.
And I'm just supposed to accept that on faith. You believe this whole guilt trip on me told me I should back Billy's investment sight unseen, even if I had qualms about his judgment? Well, turns out I was right. He just spent millions of dollars trying to stick it to Victoria, when the only crime she's guilty of, as far as I can see, is giving a damn about Billy.
You know why I persuaded you to give him the money? Because I honestly thought he was ready for a new start, and he is. He wants to be a success. He wants to make his mark. This has nothing to do with an ulterior motive.
Who are you kidding? This is all about revenge. Everything you did, everything he did, the whole Passkey deal, all of it.
You were the one who fired him. Victoria wanted to punish him. You were the reason he was left with nothing. I needed to do this. If there's anyone Billy wants revenge on, it's you.
I know you think I left Billy with nothing. That is not why I cut him out of Passkey. I wanted to help him get back to what was important. His family, the love of his life, and that's what Victoria wanted too.
Okay, and how is that strategy working for you?
This doesn't make sense. Victoria created the company. Why would she put it on the block? Why would she want to sell it?
That is a moot point right now, isn't it? Who knows why they make the decisions they do? Especially now Victor on a 10-year vacation.
Wait. Oh, why didn't I think of that? This is Victor's doing.
It is.
Victoria told me Victor is furious about Passkey. He wanted to punish his daughter. The best way to do that is to find a way to unload her favorite division. He did all this from a cell to teach her a lesson.
Okay, how?
By rounding up the board, by twisting arms, by making threats, by collecting favors. Suddenly the company's on the market. And the fact that Billy can afford to scoop it up is just a cherry on top. No, he wanted to teach his daughter a lesson. And this was just the last little twist of the knife, not to mention the chaos this is going to cause at Chabot. Now that Billy is the competition.
Okay, so Victor turns on her like that? Using his only child who has stood by him, put up with all the garbage for all those years? I mean, that is just...
That is just classic Victor.
Okay, so what can we do?
Well, it's a little late to be asking that, don't you think? After you've goaded him for months, egged him on, fed into his worst instincts.
Okay. Save it, Jack.
Wait, where are you going? To congratulate Billy?
He's been pulling the strings from inside the penitentiary. That's why Newman Cosmetics is up for sale. He thought maybe he would sell something that she cares about just to be spiteful?
Yeah, and I was just about to have a celebratory drink. Would you like one?
You're not listening. Victor set this up. He set you up.
Victor could have never known that I would have the cash to pay double the asking price. And I didn't know that he was behind the curtain, nor do I care.
So you know about all this?
Nick walked in while I was sharing the good news with Victoria. He had just come from the prison, a few minutes with Victor, and he figured it all out.
So you're going to keep Newman Cosmetics? Knowing that Victor's motivation was to tear her heart out? Cause trouble between the two of you?
Why do you sound so surprised?
You haven't thought this through.
Yeah, I have.
No. There are other companies. If you really want to start over, reinvent yourself.
Phyllis, you know why I'm doing this. You encourage me every step of the way. You reminded me that life isn't always fair. That if we want something, we gotta grab it ourselves, right? Nobody's gonna be hanging around waiting to make it right for us. Forget what everybody else says. Grab what we want. Starting now.